Hello kids, today our story is called A Bag of Gold Coins. Once there was a farmer who lived with his wife, and that particular year they had very good harvest, so very good crops were growing in their fields, and there was all because of all the efforts of the farmer and his wife. So they were very happy that year, and after every farmer, after they grow all the crops, then they have to go to the market to sell it, right? So he went to the market to sell it, and he got 30 gold coins for that. Now to get 30 gold coins, that means his crop must be very good, it must be good quality, so he was very happy. Now see, the farmer was poor, not very rich, so 30 gold coins is a lot of amount for him. So he said, I must hide it somewhere properly, otherwise if somebody will come, some robber, then they will steal it. So he hid it in his house. Now one day he got a doubt that were they 30, were they more than 30, or was it 29? Let me check again. So he said that nobody is at home right now, I will lock the door and I will start counting it. So he started counting the gold coins, but suddenly there was a knock on the door. So he got worried, oh my god, who has come? I was not expecting anybody to come at this time, what do I do? And in that rush, when he packed up the gold coins, there was a pot lying on the shelf over there. So he said, let me just put it in the pot, the whole bag of gold coins. Now when he opened the door, he saw it was a very good friend of his, and his friend said, I am going to the market to buy a few things, do you want to join me? So the farmer said, yes, I will come with you. And he left from his house. His wife was working outside the house, but he forgot to tell his wife that he had put the gold coins in that, and he just left. Now the wife, when she came inside, she realized that there's no water in the house. In the olden times, villages and all, they have to go to the well to collect water. So she said that I have to go and get water, so let me take this pot and I will go. Now as she was about to leave, she realized that, oh, if I'm not in the house and my husband comes home, he will not like it, so let me ask someone to help me. And there was a butcher, he was passing by from there, and they are all a small village, so they all know each other. So she asked the butcher that, if you don't mind, if you're going by the riverside, can you fetch me one pot of water? So he said, yeah, sure. And she gives the pot away to him. Now this pot inside actually has the gold coins. Now the butcher goes over there without knowing anything, innocently. But while walking, when you're walking, your hand is moving, right? And that time suddenly you can hear some sound from the pot. So you think, what is inside the pot? Let me check. I think something is inside. And when he opens it, what does he see? He sees the gold coins. Now he gets greedy and he says, oh, this is today's my lucky day. I'm not going to give these gold coins back. He leaves the pot over there and he says, I'm going to take these gold coins and give a feast and a party to my friends today. Now as he's going to the market, he finds one healthy goat over there. So he buys the goat. You know, the butchers and all, they eat non-vegetarian food, right? So he buys a healthy goat and he says, I'm going to take this home and have a feast. And he's walking home. On the way home, he meets his son. So he tells his son, listen, this goat that I have found. And before he meets his son, what he did, because he wanted to hide the gold coins, the other remaining gold coins, he stuffed it in the mouth of the goat. Okay, he said, this though nobody can find it, no robber can take it from the goat's stomach. And then when he met the son, he just told the son, you just take the goat home with you, I'm coming home in some time. And he's just, for information sake, he told his son that I have bought this goat for 2 gold coins. And the son said, okay, and he started going home. Now when the son was going home, he had to pass the market. At that time, he met that same farmer and the friend. And seeing the goat, the farmer said, wow, this goat looks very good. So he asked the son, are you selling the goat? Can I buy it? So the son asked him, how much will you pay? So he says, I will pay you 3 gold coins. So that is more than what his father had paid. So that farmer's son very innocently, the butcher's son very innocently sells the goat to the farmer, and the farmer takes the goat home. Now when he reaches home, at first he goes to check if the pot is there or not. He doesn't see the pot, and he asks his wife, where have you put the pot? Oh my god, that was where all my gold coins were lying. And the wife said, how did I know? Why didn't you tell me? I gave it to the butcher, and the butcher has not yet come back even with the water or with the pot, so I'm sure now he has taken it away. So now the farmer is feeling very sad and he's saying, maybe it was not I didn't deserve it or something, and now I've lost all the money. But seeing the goat, the farmer said that, okay, now nothing to do. So now they believed that when you kill an animal and if you pray to their goddess or god, at that time maybe the goddess will get happy and grant them a wish. So he says, okay, let me kill the goat and we will give that sacrificial meal to the goddess, and then we will see if maybe the goddess will answer our prayers. And of course, when he cut the goat, what does he find? He finds the bag of gold coins, because that's where the butcher had kept it. So he comes back very happily inside and he tells his wife, see, I found the same gold coins with me, and this is the one our goddess has answered our prayers also, and maybe this is something I deserve, so I got it back. After that, he made up his mind that now I'm going to keep these gold coins with me wherever I go. Next day, he goes for some work, and then by the riverside he sees that the weather is very good, there's nobody around over there. So he says, let me have a bath over here. So he removes his clothes and even puts the gold coins over there, and he goes in the water. At that time, a shepherd is walking by, and the shepherd sees the clothes and the gold coins. So without saying anything, without making any sound, he runs away from there. Now as he's running away from there, in the distance he notices some people coming by his side. Now when they were coming by his side, he got scared. He's saying, oh my god, what if they take the gold coins from me, because it's right in my hand, anybody can make out I'm carrying a bag of money. So there was a well over there, so he says, let me just throw it in the well, and he throws the money in the well and he goes away from there. Now when the farmer comes out of the water and he notices that his money is again stolen, of course he's going to be upset. But when he is going home, it gets very windy, and his turban that he was wearing, that cloth flies away and it falls into the well. So he goes down into the well to get the cloth of that turban, and what does he find? He finds the gold coins. So again, for the second time, he finds the gold coins that he had lost. So after that, what happens is he meets the shepherd on the way, and the shepherd looked very sad, and they are all friends. And so he asked the shepherd, what happened to you? Why are you looking so sad today? So the shepherd says that actually there was a bag of gold coins which I had put in the well, and now that is lost, I can't find it anymore. So the farmer is actually a good person. The farmer was thinking in his mind, maybe this is not my gold coins, maybe this was his only. So saying, oh, don't worry, I have it, I will give it to you. And he gives that bag of gold coins to the shepherd. Now the shepherd is so cunning and mean, and he thinks, what a stupid farmer, he didn't even come to know that this was his only gold coin. And now again, to hide it, he puts it in a stick. Now when he puts it in a stick, next day when he's taking that stick while walking, that stick, because of the wind, falls into the water. It falls in the water, reaches the other bank of the river, and who finds it? The farmer. The farmer takes it home thinking it's just a walking stick, and that day coincidentally there was no wood in the house, and that wood, to cut wood, what did he do? He said, I will cut this stick. And when he cuts it with the axe, what does he find inside? The gold coins. So he lost his gold coin thrice and he found them thrice. The moral of the story being that nobody can take away from us what is ours. So similarly in our life also, we think that by a little bit of cheating, little bit of lying, a little bit of not saying the truth, or twisting the truth, or twisting the facts of anything, we are going to get away with in life. But always remember, if you have done anything with your own hard work, very dedicatedly, very honestly, you are going to get the reward. So example, if I take part in a competition, I have done my work very well, it's beautiful, it's quite neat, while the other person who actually wins the competition, what she could have done, maybe she had already drawn an outline and come, or maybe she had got a particular kind of magic pen or something, or some kind of a drawing thing which you're not supposed to use in the competition, but the teachers and the people who are judging the competition don't know that, and she wins the first prize. But I must always be happy that at least I tried my best, I knew what I did the best. Always remember that when we let our talent speak for itself. Nobody can take that away from us. But by cheating, or by winning one competition, or by coming first in anything which is not done truthfully, our talent is not going to grow. So next time you take part in the competition, again you're going to feel, oh, but I don't know enough. But instead of that, if I keep on adding to my talent and not thinking only about winning all the time, then I'm going to grow very much as a person, and I'm going to become very, very skilled. So always remember that honesty is the best policy, like the farmer who really earned all those gold coins because of his hard work. And even when the shepherd said that I lost mine, he trusted the shepherd and gave it away, but he again got it back because it was truly his and only he deserved it. Okay, I hope you like it. Take care. Bye.